Hey everyone. Hey Gemini. Welcome to this space. We're in November. We have a full moon that is literally the next day, tomorrow, for some of you, depending on where you are in the world. The full moon is the day after tomorrow. We have a full moon in Taurus. This is a time to definitely keep your head down, stay out of people's business, making sure everybody's minding their own business. This is a time to really make sure that you are embracing every little bit of happiness, comfort, relaxation that you can under this full moon until the next full moon. So this is a time to really stick with ourselves, protect our energy. Okay. Mercury's retrograde is also happening during this month of November. So happy November, you guys. Let's go ahead and jump into it, Gemini. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising placements. Please check your Moon and or Rising placements for deeper resonance. I am reading for both sidereal and Western astrological charts, so please bear that in mind. Take what resonates, leave what does not, as I always say. So let's see, Gemini, we're gonna reach out. I'm gonna reach out to my ancestors to understand what the energy of Gemini, those of you born under the constellation of Gemini, what you guys may be experiencing during this full moon, what you guys might be, what might be in your best interest to attain, to learn, to change in your life towards a successful future. Some of you guys may have Capricorn in your chart, or you are very Capricorn motivated in the way you move, okay? The reason why I say that is because this card came out for Capricorn. You have water. Sorry, you have water. You have ascendant. So this has something to do with, again, your appearance. Well, I don't know why I said again, but I think it's because I had repeated this to Capricorn. Your appearance, the way things look, how you present yourself to other people, whether it's real or fake. During this month of November and during this Taurus full moon, it's really important for you, Gemini, to look at yourself. How do you present yourself to the world? How do you present yourself within your relationships? How do you present yourself at work? Are you putting your best foot forward? Are you faking? Are you faking it? If this is romance, how are you presenting yourself to your partner? Are you a little bit uptight? Are you trying too hard in certain areas of your life? Because we have water here. Some of you guys may be very difficult to read. That could be a good or a bad thing. Could be both. Could be that some of you guys are looking for a breath of fresh air. You're looking for something different, something new. You're looking for some type of change under this November, in this month of November, and under this Taurus full moon. But how you present yourself, how you keep your house or your home, how you decorate your home. Does something need to be remodeled? Does something need to be repainted? Does something need to be fixed or maintenance? All the way down to the colors that you wear. Right? Could be that's changing, certainly you're adding a different color to your wardrobe. Others of you might be very picky with how your food is presented to you. Textures of food, the smell of food. So yeah, Capricorn may have a message for you whether you have Capricorn in your chart or not. But if you do have Capricorn in your chart, check out Capricorn's reading, Gemini. drinking more water, taking it easy, going with the flow, not trying to force anything during this Taurus full moon. Don't try to force anything, Gemini. That's not really gonna work in your favor as you think it might. So we have ideas and inspiration and nature. Go outside. Go camping. Go on a hike. Go for a walk. Walk your dog if you have a dog, or your cat. Some people take their cats out for walks. Some of you guys may be blocked creatively, maybe when it comes to your ideas and, you know, new ideas. You may need to just go out into nature for a little bit. Maybe you need to go out into nature and journal. Bring a journal with you. Bring a sketchbook with you. New beginnings at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, absolutely. It's looking good, Gemini, so far. However, don't control the narrative right now. The Taurus full moon is asking and requesting you to... It's requesting that you kind of loosen your grip. If you're a little bit too uptight about how you look, or more obsessed about how other people look, maybe this has something to do with relationships and who you date and how they look, how they present themselves. Again, that could be a good or a bad thing, but if you are too strict on how someone looks in a relationship, that can definitely cause you to pass up some blessings. With the water card here is also asking for you to dive a little bit deeper into your relationships, getting to understand someone. There could be someone very, like, in particular that you really, maybe you want to dive deeper into a relationship with them and get to understand them as a person on a deeper level. Others of you, maybe you want to get to, you need to start understanding people on a deeper level. This is really huge change for some of you, Gemini, in your relationship sector. So yeah, it's okay to embrace the way things look. It's okay to want things to look pretty and want things to look cute and whatever, and have more, you know, be more aesthetically pleasing. But there comes a point where you need to dig a little bit deeper into what you're looking at, because what you're looking at can be, there can be more to that picture if you look closely enough. Some of you guys, this full moon and in the month of November can teach you how to fall deeply in love with yourselves. So that way when you look in the mirror and your hair may not be done, or you may not have your makeup on, or you may not have your eyebrows done, or you just woke up, or you're feeling sick, what have you, you're in love with yourself because you understand who you are and what you've been through and what you've overcome. Some of you guys are embracing your own natural existence, who you are as a person. You're embracing your own natural state, your own natural beauty. And this can also, again, pertain to relationships, romantic partnerships, especially, and friendships. Maybe some of you guys are showing up at work or showing up to events with no makeup on for the first time, or rarely, you know, or maybe you're wearing less makeup, or you're just changing how your makeup looks, or you're taking, you know, better care of your hair so you can wear your hair naturally, you know, doesn't matter what race or culture you're a part of. Some of you guys, maybe you're just embracing your culture for what it naturally is, embracing certain traditions. Or maybe you are, again, you are being compelled, or you're being poked to, you know, it's like your ancestors or your guardians and protectors, those spirits who guide you, they're kind of pushing you in that direction and saying, hey, Gemini, there's more to this. There's more to love than what you see. Or there's more for you to research than what you see. So dive a little bit deeper, Gemini. Things are not always what they seem. This is crazy. Who was I saying this to? Was this Aquarius? It could have been Aquarius. It could have been Virgo. I don't remember, but I was just talking about water. Wasn't I? Drink more water. Follow your heart. So there is something deeper that you want, Gemini, either in your relationships, in life in general, financially. Bottom of the deck, you have priorities. I almost shuffled the deck too and hid this card. So there's something here about priorities. Get your priorities set, right? So if there are relationships, like there's specific relationships that you want, and you're looking at how they look, well, you might end up sacrificing the deeper aspects of a relationship if you're more focused on how things look. You have to understand, like, what should my priorities be? How do I want things to be? And what are the sacrifices that might need to be made in order for me to get exactly what I'm looking at, to get exactly what I want? So if there's a certain type of money you want, or a certain type of job or career path that brings in a lot of money, well, if you look a little bit deeper into it, Gemini, you may find, and you guys are really smart, you may just find that, you know, there's work that you really do not enjoy doing involved. But that's just the work. That's the reality of the work that you need to do to get that type of money. Right? You know, maybe for those of you, if you do struggle with, you know, like maybe you look at social media or you look at certain people and like, oh my God, they're so beautiful when you see them, but you don't know what they're like until you live with them or until you start dating them. Maybe you have this idea about a person that you want to date, or an idea about a person that you want to befriend or roommate that you want to move into. I don't know. Maybe there's a group of people that you want to be a part of. You never really know what's really going on in a situation or with a person, place, or thing until you actually are in close proximity to that person, place, or thing for a certain period of time. That's when the reality sets in. And you have to decide, is this the reality that I want? Some of you may be looking at your life and like, you might be like, I hate my life, or I wish this was that way. I wish this looked this way. I wish I looked that way, you know, but then like come to find out later on, once you get those things or get those things done and accomplish those things, you still feel empty, or you still feel, lacking, like you're lacking. And it's like, why did I do all that work to feel the same, to just kind of feel the same and experience life in the same way? Just, you know, things just look different, but they feel the same. It's kind of like facing those facts, facing those lessons and learning from them, learning those lessons and realizing, okay, what is true? What is real? What is this in front of me? Who is this person in front of me? Are they real? Some of you guys, maybe there's a relationship that you're in and you're realizing, oh, this is real. Like, this is what a relationship is all about. This is who this person is, for the good or the bad. Maybe some of you guys are realizing that there are some sacrifices that you have to make to have a committed relationship that you may not be ready to make. Right? Maybe there's a person that you started dating because of how they looked and they were gorgeous and they were funny. They liked the same things that you like, blah, blah, blah. But then as time went on, you're realizing, oh, this person is not what they're cracked up to be. Whether you're realizing that within yourself or you're realizing that within another person, it just depends. Your commitment is being tested. Yes. First quarter moon. So guys, after this full moon passes tomorrow and the day after, expect powerful change. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, you guys are going to be faced with what you have committed to, Gemini. Some of you guys are going to come out of this feeling like, no, I want to commit to this. This is exactly what I want. And that's where the powerful change comes in, where you start to open up those floodgates of opportunity within your relationships, within your job, and realizing, okay, this is the type of work that I need to put in. Others of you may walk away from this feeling like, I really don't want to commit to this. This is not what I signed up for. This is not what I thought it was going to be. And there may be some really tough conversations that come out of it. I don't know, but there's definitely the energy of water. So maybe there's a water sign in your life, or maybe there are some emotions that are kind of sweeping over you right now, or, you know, sweeping over some people that you're involved with. Definitely make sure that you are hydrating yourself at this time under this full moon in the month of November, Gemini, because if you're struggling with staying hydrated, getting your electrolytes in, or just drinking water, that can cause some health issues. Maybe headaches, maybe an infection, I don't know. Just suffering from dehydration, stomach issues, digestion issues, throat issues. Let's pull a couple tarot cards. Okay, we have the King of Swords. So this is really needing to sit down and observe and think about what you've gotten yourself into, or thinking about the commitments that you have made. There's some type of change. And again, this can also be at work. Maybe there is a change and you saw on the other side, maybe there was a department you felt you wanted to work in, or you didn't really like your department, or you just kind of felt like I needed some change. Maybe you're starting to realize in order to climb that ladder or to get promoted, there are some things, there's some positions and some jobs and duties that you need to do day by day, every single day, Monday through Friday or what have you, that you're like, oh, this is kind of boring. This is not what I anticipated. So it doesn't necessarily have to be in relationships. It can also be financially. It can just be at work, where there was a change that you wanted to make. It finally was made. And you're just like, oh, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Yep. Like I said, work. 3 of Pentacles. 7 of Swords. Not really feeling confident here. Just kind of getting by, but barely. And you have the Queen of Cups here. So some of you guys, there is someone here externally from you who maybe they don't trust you, or you don't trust them. Someone doesn't trust you when you're at work, or you don't trust somebody when they're at work. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. But there is some energy here where someone is being deceptive. Someone is not being truthful. There could be somebody at work, or a boss at work, someone that is in charge here at work who is being deceptive. But someone is not being true about like what they're thinking about and what's really going on in their minds. That's what I'm getting here. So when it comes to teamwork, when it comes to working together, somebody has kind of checked out a little bit, or maybe they didn't check out. Let me just clarify the King of Swords really quickly. But maybe not checked out, but it's like somebody's not being honest. Someone didn't tell you everything about like who they were, or, you know, about the business or about the job. And I don't know. I just get the sense that you're going to get some kind of information. I'm just going to clarify the King. Yeah, there's that Queen of Cups again, intuition, and the 5 of Swords, defeat. So there is someone in authority. And if this is you, Gemini, like once again, you have the Ace of Pentacles. So there's someone who showed you opportunity. They were just like, you know, this is an opportunity for you. You should take it. I do see that there is opportunity here, but some of you guys, you have a boss who's not really being 100% honest with you about what's going on at work, about what's going on in your department, about what's going on with the company as a whole. But something is about to change big time. Okay. And if this is a relationship, yeah, somebody's not really being honest. And you know that, okay? Or if you feel that there is some information that you want to share with somebody, but you're not really sure how, and you're not really sure if this person already knows or not, they probably already do know, or they have an inkling about what's going on. Because you have the Five of Swords and the Queen of Cups. So somebody has definitely turned their back or turned away, or they're just feeling defeated. You could be feeling defeated. Somebody else is feeling defeated. When it comes to a team effort or a creative effort or something at work, okay, specifically. But if this is romance or personal relationship, I definitely see here that there is someone is not really feeling like they're being considered. Someone feels like they're being taken advantage of. Somebody either you feel like you're being taken advantage of, Gemini, or somebody else does in a relationship. Or maybe this is you feeling like this at work. You're just kind of feeling like, I've done so much work. I should be getting a raise by now. I should have more than this. Why don't I have more? You know, so it could also be that someone in authority is making way too much money, but they're expecting you to do their job, but they're not willing to pay you their salary or pay you their wage. Could be that too. So I don't know. Take it as you will, you guys. Much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, y'all.